I'm back today with a video about inexpensive kitchen upgrades that you can do to improve the look of your kitchen without spending a lot of money. So first I'm going to show you around our kitchen just some of the upgrades that we did. I feel like make a big difference. And then also just some suggestions of things that we haven't done but that you could do that again don't cost a lot of money but really do make a big difference. And then I'll come back at the end and give you some more suggestions for some things that you might want to do that don't cost a lot of money but that will make a big impact and a big difference in the look of your kitchen.
One thing that we did to upgrade the kitchen inexpensively was to install this little window grating on our back door. It was just a standard metal back door that the builders put in, and it had just a big sheet of glass. And we, for about $40 from a lumber yard, purchased this little grid thing and painted it, and it just makes the door look much more finished and much nicer. It really made all the difference in the kitchen. Another thing I would recommend is to put some pull-out cabinet organizers in. These came from, well, this one actually came from Lowe's, and it did take up, you know, some space in a cabinet, but it's really worth it because we had a trash can out in the kitchen for a while and it was always fingerprinting and had food on it, and it took up, you know, floor space that I didn't want to use. So we just took this cabinet and designated it as like the cleaning cabinets. It's got all of our cleaning supplies and dishwashing tablets. And then the little slide out thing, it's from the Reva Shelf brand from Lowe's. And so it just slides in and out. My husband just kind of notched out that top shelf up there so it will slide in. It's got a little spot in the back to keep your trash bags. And then I keep our can bands, the extra ones, right here. That's what holds the trash bag onto the trash can. So it was around, I think, $50, which seems like a lot, but you know, it's cheaper than buying a stainless steel trash can that you might get for your kitchen, and it really does save a lot of space. It makes it look a lot nicer and a lot more custom to put it in a cabinet. Same thing over here on our island section. We did the same thing. These actually came from the Container Store. They fit exactly. There's a little bit of a gap here in between. If I wanted to put something like maybe some small cookie sheets, I could, but I just leave it empty. And they just slide out because this is quite a deep cabinet, and it's nice to not have to like crawl all over the back of the cabinet to get things. So both these slide out, and it makes it easy to keep things organized and use the full depth of the cabinet without having to like stack things and move things around to get to the back of the cabinet. Another idea is just to clear off the cabinet, all the clutter on the countertops as much as possible. You know, like you saw just now, we put the toaster under in the cabinet now. It used to sit out, there was like a plate right there, and I would keep it kind of hidden behind the plate, but I just like this better. I just got this little kind of woven tray from Michael's. The glass dome came from Michael's, and the lemons. This little dry topiary kind of a thing came from Meyer, and then this little bird guy came from Hobby Lobby. I've had those things for quite a while. And all my husband did was put in an under cabinet light in this big cabinet right there. And so at nighttime it looks a lot more custom just to have that one little section accented. It was $10 for the under cabinet light, and it makes a huge difference in the look of the kitchen. And here is what the little accent light looks like at nighttime, with the light off and then with the overhead light on. So it just makes it look really cute and gives it a nice little touch. I also just replaced my paper towel holder. I had a Mickey Mouse one, which I love, but it wasn't the same, you know, brushed nickel like all my fixtures are in my kitchen. And it was hard to clean because of all the metal and everything. So I was tired of messing with it. I wanted something that looked more streamlined, more modern and clean. So I got that at Target for $20. And then we had just a builder grade light that was above the sink here, and I hated it, and it was rusted and it looked like a spaceship. It was terrible. So for about $40 we found this pendant light at Lowe's, and my husband put that in, and I think it looks a lot nicer. And then we also made, it's the No Sew Roman shade that I found on Pinterest, and if I can find the link for it, I'll put it down below. But I just purchased the fabric, and my husband actually made it with some Stitch Witch. So we didn't actually have to sew anything. It's really just iron on, and I feel like it really adds a lot of character to the kitchen. It blocks a lot of the full sun that we get around this time of day and gives the kitchen a lot of personality, and it made a huge difference in the way that it looks. And that window had been empty for years. I didn't really want blinds. I didn't know what kind of curtain I wanted. So for about $20, maybe $25, we were able to make our own Roman shade and pick the fabric we wanted to match the curtain of the walls and everything. And I think it turned out really cute.
Everything we did cost under $50 to do, so I was really excited about all those improvements that we made. I feel like for resale value, they're not things that are a huge value to the kitchen, but I think that they're going to make a big difference when people are looking at houses to see those little things that are upgraded. So some more things you could do, and maybe some things I could do if we decided to stay here longer term, you know, would be to paint the cabinets or have them refinished. Even if you keep the boxes and you have to get new doors, that would still be less expensive than going out and getting all new custom cabinets. Countertops, you know, I would get new countertops if you were going to stay here. We're not, but you know, you can check granite stores. If you don't have a lot of countertop space in your kitchen, you can always see if they will sell remnants. And that's what they have left over from previous jobs that they didn't need, and they usually will sell you those for much less expensively than you would go if you weren't. All right, there's birds fighting in the backyard. So you could always check some granite places in your area to see if they have any remnants like that. You could also change out all the hardware if you have, you know, brass doorknobs or hinges and cabinet pulls that you don't like, but would make a big difference and a big change in the look of your kitchen. Another thing is to change up your artwork. Either hang, if you don't have artwork, to put artwork up, and if you do have artwork up, you know, maybe change it out something seasonally that you could do, like maybe some pictures you have in the spring, and then maybe in the fall, you know, find some prints that are the same size for that frame and maybe change those out for fall, just to keep things different. Another thing that we did was kind of an accidental upgrade. We had a rug in here in this office, and we put the girls' homeschool desks up over there. There was no room to put the rug anymore. There wasn't enough floor space. I'm like, what am I going to do with this rug? I just got it, you know, the year or two before. Ironically enough, it really matches the kitchen, and so we put it under the kitchen table. And I mean, I had always wanted an under kitchen table rug, but they're kind of expensive, and I really didn't want to spend the money on it. So it really worked out kind of nicely that we can put it in there now. It does still match the kitchen, and I feel like it really anchors the table in the space. It adds a lot of character. So that's something else you can look into, is changing out your either your existing rugs or getting a new rug for under your table, changing out your rugs by your sink and your refrigerator and things like that. Another thing that really makes a big difference in a kitchen and really can look custom is if you paint either an accent wall or maybe an accent piece of furniture. So a lot of people now will do the mismatched island, so they'll have all their cabinets one color and they'll paint their island an accent color. Or maybe your kitchen table. Maybe your kitchen table will be like a really bright color or a really rustic table that doesn't necessarily match your kitchen cabinets, but it really blends in the space and adds some character and personality. So that's something else you can think about. If you feel like your kitchen needs a little bit of a refresh, you don't know where to start, maybe those are some ideas that you can incorporate into your kitchen on a budget. And I hope that was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any suggestions of some things that maybe I didn't think about that might be a good upgrade for a kitchen that doesn't cost a lot of money. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.